Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. Hey, how's everybody doing on this bright and beautiful Tuesday morning? Hope that this audio video finds everybody doing well. Yesterday on my 15 Minutes of Tea with Me show, I touched upon briefly about taking the 31-day challenge to savings. And it occurs to me that this perhaps should be a real challenge because this is now entering the peak of the holiday season with Thanksgiving around the corner, and then you turn around and then it's Christmas time, right? So you're figuring to yourself, hey, listen, how can I think of saving during this very expensive time of the year? Well, that's what makes this an extra challenge. Okay. Do you find yourself doing silly things of spending extra during this time of year, things that you normally wouldn't do? I'm not saying, out of thoughtlessness or in terms of overtly gifting. I mean, we have loved ones and we want to shower them with love. But something, we could shower people with love without going crazy financially, because it is the thought behind the gift. That's just one thing I want to preface this with. It's all about being with people and not necessarily only the gifting part. Gifting is fun. Who doesn't like to get a gift? Who doesn't enjoy giving a gift? It's just an enjoyable experience. But if you have some financial goals, you have to keep your eye on the prize and always make sure to remember that, I say this every year, that January still comes. And what I mean by that is especially people that utilize their credit cards to do every single thing, January still comes and the bills still hurt. So just keep your eye on the price. But getting back to the 31-day challenge of savings, for example, it doesn't even matter the amounts that you have. It's just the idea that you have disciplined yourself. You have made up your mind that every single day for the next 31 days, you can mark your calendar. Let's say that you decided to start tomorrow. Let's say tomorrow being Wednesday, November 18th, for example, just using that number as an example. Mark your calendar that from November 18th to, let's say, December 18th, 31 days later, that you are going to, well, that would be 30 days because there's 30 days in November, but whatever, you know what I'm saying, month to month, that you will do something, find a little nook or cranny type of savings, you know what I mean? Sort of like a teensy weensy savings, like the teeniest piece of a pie savings. If you could find it, what do you mean by that? We oftentimes use the coffee analogy, but that's getting old and worn out. Find some other method of savings. Let's go and examine your lunch eating habits. Okay, where do you eat your lunch? Do you make your lunch from home? Do you always eat your lunch out? Can you skip a day? Can you get something cheaper if you must eat out? Can you bring along one of those soups, those little styro containers that you just add hot water? Can you bring yourself a little bit of cereal or whatever and munch on that? Whatever. If there is a way that you could squeak out $3 to $5 savings, just $3 to $5 a day savings, do the math. Let's times this. 31 days by $3 savings per day, you will have saved $100. Think of the things you can do with $100. And believe it or not, there really are a bunch of things you can do with $100, okay? Let's just, look at it like this. If you go to the movies, I'm just saying this as an example for math. $100 gets you 10 tickets to a movie, okay? Or if there's some particular article of clothing that you've really been wanting and you're tempted to go and utilize your credit card and spend. No. If you'll have squeaked out from crevice and Nook and Cranny savings in 1 month, then you could get yourself that item that you've been really, really wanting. Not necessarily a clothing item. Whatever it is, you can achieve the goal of saving $100 from, let's say, the 18th of November to the 18th of December. That's an incredible savings just by Nook and Crannying it. Do you buy yourself a bag of chips every single day of the week? Sometimes we do things daily out of habit that we don't even realize we're doing because we do things in a mindless fashion. All you have to do is proceed, just go about your normal day And then you ask yourself when you're at that checkout, do I really want this? Or do I just really need this? And if you're just getting it out of a want and could find a swap out, I'm not saying don't get a swap out. Swap out the other thing for another thing. Instead of buying, let's say, $4 huge bags of family size snacks, just take along a snack that you already have at home. Get creative. Make your own muffins on the cheap from those little cheap El Cheapo muffin mixes. Sometimes you could get them as inexpensively as 50 cents a box. Make 12 of those, for example, and take one with you. Find a way to do it. Grab a banana and pack it in your lunch instead of running out to the convenience store, and spending 75 cents to $1 on a banana. Yes, I've seen it and I've done it on the go once or twice in my past. I spent 75 cents for one banana. I could just smack myself on that. That's ridiculous. But those are the things that add up to savings. It's those Nook and Cranny wallet leakers. You see, instead of having wallet leakers, let's have wallet stoppers, okay? And take those little nooks and crannies, physically take it in your hands just for the next 31 days and put it away, and just for the fun of it. Do this as a game. So you have to approach this as a game. If you approach this trick as a game, I just can't wait to see the results. Anybody out there willing to take the challenge? There you go. Give it a whirl, mark your calendar, find your Nook and Cranny leakage, and make a decision. Do you have to buy this or that? Or can you swap it with something else and take the physical amount of cash and put it away? See your results 31 days later. And in the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for listening. Why? Because I really do appreciate whose time? Your time. Have an amazing upcoming day today. And don't forget to come back tomorrow for more information and a lot of fun. Have a great day.